Welcome back to my channel. Today, let's talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum. I just wanted to give a quick update. On my last video, I talked about if Bitcoin want to keep up the good momentum, the greenness we started today, we have to close, above this area of resistance, right? This area of resistance started from this area right here since last year, this 13 EMA. Now we came back to it, got supported. Now it's going to be a resistance, right? So that's about it for the weekly. Let's take a look at the daily. Okay, when you take a look at the daily, on my last video we talked about we have to close above this 13 EMA. Right here we have to close above this 13 EMA. That was our first challenge for Bitcoin, to close above this 13 EMA, and then the buyers were able to push the price above this 13 EMA. Now the next challenge is to close right around here, right? So we got to close in this area, right? So if you want to continue the momentum, we have to close right here above this green line, right? So if you're able to accomplish that challenge, we could at least continue the bullishness, right, and challenge this 21 EMA, which would be the next challenge, right? So we have two big area of resistance right here also, but we first have to take out these two area of resistance first before we try to challenge this, right? And then we could expect like a crossover of this 13 EMA right here, and then the 21 EMA start moving, sliding down like that, right? So at least that's that would be very bullish if we could accomplish that, right? Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, right? The hourly chart, we made some great progression if you look at it right here. So, but right now we need some price to retrace and find support in this area, right? So before we can move further up, right? If you look at it right here, if you take your Fibonacci, if you take your Elliott wave count, you got 1, 2, so you could be expecting right here, this area of support right here to be a 4th wave and then a truncated 5th wave right here. So, and let's get our Fibonacci. Bang. So that would be exactly at 50% retracement. So we could see BTC at 33.80 to 34.10, sometime maybe tomorrow or so, because at the same time, if you look at the your 13 EMA, it's kind of lagging behind, so your price have to come back and find support at this 13 EMA right here. So, and most likely they're gonna come in contact in this area, right, at 33.80 or 34.10, right? So that's what I'm expecting, right? Some similar to this right here, like that. And then you're gonna get your 21 EMA gonna be lagging behind like this, right? So at least that's what I'm expecting for the short term, right? Okay. Now let's take a look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum, I made a video. I saw this rejection right here, and I said we're gonna be retracing down to a 382. And that's what we did exactly. If you look at Ethereum right here, it's a wave right there. Alright, so if you count it right, if you want to start your wave, now we kind of short a little bit, but it's about almost 382. So we got some more rooms to go, right? Some more rooms to go down, right? Because if you take a look at this hourly chart, we got this big rejection. That's the first, second, and the third rejection. So it's looking very bearish on the hourly chart, right? And then we have a big divergence right here. We have a big divergence right there. Look at it. So definitely price going to head down this way, or at least at the 50% retracement, and then maybe we're gonna get our fifth wave looking like this, a truncated 5th wave, right? So we're definitely not gonna go above this 97 to 98 for the next at least 48 hours, right? So that's what I'm expecting at least. So, and then you got this area of resistance, right? You touched it already, right? So we could be expecting like a triple tap, and then before we kind of uh, trying to get our second wave of wave 5, right? So this is what I'm expecting, at least for the short term. Ethereum could turn out to go, turn out to be bullish if we, because Litecoin went up like almost 50% up, like the last couple of days from 21 to 30, so that's like almost 30% up, right? So if this is going to be the let's say this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take a look at the 4-hour, right? That would be better. If you're going to do something like this, right? So it could turn out to be very bullish for Ethereum, right? But we're just gonna have to wait and see how this area of support, this right here, this area of support going to support the price, right? Because this would be like the first wave of 5. All right. So thank you for watching. If you like the content, subscribe and let me know what you think down below. And if you want me to cover any other coins, right? Something like Litecoin, Neo, EOS up almost 30% up. That's a good thing for EOS, right? Okay. Thank you for watching.